Destiny 2 The Final Shape Marathon reportedly delayed as Bungie lays off staff. Bungie is the latest PlayStation studio to be hit with layoffs. It's not a good sign, guys, when your recent acquisition is already having a layoff issue. I said in a prior video that PlayStation is in a good place for Jim Ryan to step down. I'm gonna take back those words slightly now. I don't think PlayStation is gonna fall apart like completely and like go out of business, no, but looks like their live service aspirations are kind of falling apart. They're freaking out right now, which I had a feeling they didn't really have much of a plan kind of behind the scenes when it came to like how they're gonna go about their live service model. Because they're not offering the same value as Xbox, like the day one drop on Game Pass for like brand new games and that. And I don't know what they're doing. But following earlier reports, Bungie has confirmed that it has laid off an unspecified number of staff members. It has also reportedly delayed the upcoming Destiny 2 The Final Shape expansion and its new Marathon game. At first reported by Bloomberg, Bungie CEO Pete Parsons confirmed the layoffs on Twitter. Today is a sad day at Bungie as we say goodbye to colleagues who have all made a significant impact on our studio, he wrote. What these exceptional individuals have contributed to our games and Bungie culture has been enormous and will continue to be part of Bungie long into the future. These are truly talented people. If you have openings, I would highly recommend each and every one of them. Oh, also, their CFO got booted too, so, not good. Parsons did not address the reported delays. According to Bloomberg, Destiny 2's upcoming expansion, The Final Shape, has been delayed from February to June. Bungie's next game, Marathon, has reportedly been delayed to 2025. Several now former Bungie employees have confirmed that they were laid off. The cuts seem to impact departments such as editorial recruiting and quality assurance. These include former social media lead Griffin Bennett and franchise editor Jason Guisao. I think I pronounced that correctly. Sony acquired Bungie in 2022 with the purpose of understanding how community and live service games operate due to Destiny 2's enormous success. Unfortunately, also becoming increasingly common in the video game industry, and Bungie isn't the only PlayStation studio cutting jobs. Last week, Little Big Planet developer Media Molecule laid off developers. Yeah, they got a mess here. I don't know what to say outside of that. It's like Sony was doing good throughout the PlayStation 4 generation. Now Xbox is starting to get a leg up over them because they forcing them to compete. Now they can't compete, so they're kind of like falling apart right now at the seams. So I don't think, as I said, I don't think this is gonna put them out of business. They just don't know what the frick they're doing in the path forward right now. Because they're trying to become a live service too, like Xbox. They're trying to find their own way of doing it, which is going swimmingly right now from the looks of it. Guess this is gonna be a bad generation somewhat for Sony. I mean, their console sales are still going up, but outside of that, their services kind of need some work. Nintendo patent application shows a dual screen system that can be split in two. So we got a new league coming for the Nintendo Switch 2, guys. I would only assume why they're putting patents for these out, Nintendo is. So if they do this, they're probably not going to use OLED screens because they're too expensive. Anyways, details on the alleged series of patent applications filed by Nintendo in November 2022 have surfaced, revealing the concept for a new dual-screen gaming device to be split in two. However, worth bearing in mind that even the granted patent, let alone an application for one, does not mean a real product will ever see the light of day. You know, these companies always file patents and then they never use half the stuff they file patents for. Just for the sake of filing the patent so it's theirs, I guess. That's the reason they do it. It wouldn't be that far-fetched for Nintendo to have a dual-screen system. I mean, they're pretty much what they're known for. The SP, the DS, the DSi, the DS3, the 2DS even had a two-screen on it, though, built into the, and it wasn't a flip device. Shared on World Intellectual Property Organization via a reset era and first spotted by Game Rant, Nintendo's device is reminiscent of its DS and 3DS handheld consoles, which utilize a dual-screen setup for games on those systems. According to the application, the top and bottom half can operate independently of one another, something that the DS and 3DS handhelds weren't capable of. When the two halves are closed, a screen is still visible from the outside. And they were talking about something about losing the dock, but then again, the Switch wouldn't be the Switch without the docks. I don't think they're gonna do that. What I think they're gonna do is, if they decide to go this route with a dual screen setup, it would make sense to have the dock. You clip off one of the screens, put it on the dock, then you have the other screen with the controller built into it. You know what I mean, like a current handheld, and you play that way. I don't know, huh? It would be interesting. It would make sense that way. I don't know how they would go about that. Thing is, if the one handheld device with the screen on it has a controller on it, that would push up the prices of the controllers because of the built-in screen on it. I think that's too expensive to do it that way, but that's just a thought that came to mind when I saw this patent. I'm just gonna show you guys a patent, just so you get, because that description was freaking as confusing as all hell can be. But I think this is what they were referencing. Three screens on top of each other, pretty much. I don't know why they didn't just say that. And then you can unclip them, supposedly. I would assume that's what they were saying. Sorry, that's my dumb dog in the background. Now, who knows if this is going to be the final version for the Switch too, but I just find it interesting anyway. Because Nintendo is known for making dual-screen consoles, or at least the handheld devices have been. It'll be interesting. And they're talking about how these seamless account switching will be a thing, because they're just using the current Nintendo Switch's login situation, like how you can create accounts and stuff like that, transfer them over. So it should be easier now. Ubisoft will shut down online services for 10 games in 2024, including older Assassin's Creed titles, various versions of Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, and Liberation HD will all be losing online functionality. I am perfectly fine with that as long as the games are not completely unplayable. Like, you can't play the campaign at that point. A total of 10 older Ubisoft titles will see their online service shut down on January 25th, 2024. Among the list of titles are numerous Assassin's Creed titles for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, which as of January will no longer support any formal multiplayer. The ability to link Ubisoft accounts or claim Ubisoft Connect rewards. Other titles affected including Splinter Cell Conviction, Xbox 360 Ghost Recon for Future Soldier, Trials of Evolution for PC, and others. Decommissioning the online service for older games is something we do not take lightly. However, it is also necessary as the technology behind these services becomes outdated. Ubisoft states in the blog post announcing the shutdown. So you won't even be able to get Ubisoft rewards either, from the look sounds of it. But there was some exclusive armor you could get in the campaign if you could do that. Anyways, it's not the first time Ubisoft has shut down services for some of its older games. Yeah, servers take a lot of money to keep active, I guess. And the more games you have as a studio, I can say that become costly over time. In October 2022, Ubisoft turned off online services for 15 games, including Splinter Cell, Blacklist, Far Cry 3. Previous rounds of shutdown early in 2022 saw Ubisoft disable online functionality for an even larger number of titles, some of which were originally listed by mistake, including Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2. So, I'm shutting down more titles with the online functionality anyway. Hopefully they won't get rid of their store pages so people can still buy the titles on there for their campaigns at the very least.
Check out both my Twitter for news I don't get in vid form. I also upload on TikTok and Instagram.